So I'm starting off with putting this color Wake Up Call into my crease. This is just a really pretty transition shade from Colourpop. I'm using a Morphe M531. Just really sloppily, messily, just to get a transition shade going. And this is now like my 5th video that I've recorded. And something's gone wrong every single time. I've only posted one and I've recorded. This is literally like my 5th or my 6th. So it's been very frustrating. But it's okay. I'm gonna keep it going. So I'm now going to go into the shade Beach Blanket, which is also from Colourpop, and I'm going in with my Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and I'm just going to throw that into my crease. I don't want the colors to be too pink because I'm not a big fan of like pinky eyeshadow. So now going into the shade Caramel from Anastasia. This is a single shadow, one of my favorite like pretty browns. I'm going in with a Morphe M514. I'm just gonna stick that into my crease. You guys can see my background is still not the way it needs to be. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it. Now I'm going to go into this color Blazing, and this is also an Anastasia Single Shadow. It's a really pretty like reddish brown burnty color, and I'm just going to focus that mainly on the outer parts of my eye. And it'll give some like red tones to my eye, but I just didn't want anything pink. How do you guys feel about this lighting? Like, does this look good, the way the light looks? Because my window is here, so I just want to make sure that I'm not getting like any weird shadows, or like if you guys see anything funky. And lastly, I'm going to go in with Cloud 9. This is also from Colourpop. This was like their darkest shade. I bought like 100 of their eyeshadows, and they didn't have any like dark browns or black, so this was the darkest one that they had at the time. And I really like it. It's pretty. It's like a really pretty purpley undertoned brown. And I'm just going to go back in with that Morphe M513, and I'm just going to blend. I'm not picking up any extra product. Just blending out. Now for the star of the show, I'm going to use this Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I'm really nervous. I don't know how this applies. I don't even know how to go about it, but here we go. I'm scared that these are going to transfer everywhere, so I'm bringing my lid a little higher than what it naturally is, just so I don't get a ton of transferring. I'm just going to let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to try out this new foundation. It's not new in general, it's new to me. It's a Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation with SPF 15. This is in the shade Warm Honey 5.5. I'm pretty sure this matches me really well. I'm going to spray my face with my Hangover 3-in-1 Too Faced Primer. I love this stuff so much. I got this brush through work. It's a Sephora collection. It's the double-sided brushes, and it's the 202, the Multitasker face brush. And I actually use this brush, the single by itself, on clients all the time. So I was really excited when we got this in our little gratis box thing. So I'm going to use this to apply. It applies foundation really nicely, really smooth. It blends it so fast and very, very well, seamless. And this foundation isn't like, something smells strong. This foundation isn't like a super heavy coverage. It's like a medium, but it looks very natural on the skin. That's why a lot of people like it. It looks like skin. The color matches me really, really well, since I'm so damn dark, and I'm gonna get darker. And just for my sanity, I'm gonna go over it with a damp sponge because I just have to, like, I cannot do foundation with just a brush. I mean, I can, I just don't like the way that it sits on top of my skin. But it looks pretty good so far. What do you guys think? Like I said, it's not a super full coverage, but it looks good for what it is. It doesn't claim to be full coverage. I'm going to use my Shape Tape concealer just to conceal and slightly highlight. Not really much. And I'm going to use my damp sponge again. That brush has a concealer side to it, but honestly, I'm not a fan of the way they look on my skin. When I use them on people that have oily skin, it works well because they aren't dry. They don't look crusty. On dry skin, I don't like the way that they look. And it's like, I could do it. I just prefer my beauty sponge. Always. The concealer lays on top of the foundation beautifully, so that's good. And I'm just going to go into my Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Banana Powder. And I'm going to dip my sponge and just press it under my eyes. No baking, because y'all know I don't bake. I'm too dry to bake. I'm just setting. I love, like, look at how bright that is. Oh. I love this powder. I just hate the packaging so much. And very quickly before I start to crease all over the place, I'm going to use my Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Baking Powder just to set my face. The foundation looks really pretty though. It looks like skin. Really, really nice. This eyeshadow is beautiful as well. I'm not a big glitter person, but it's pretty. So I'm going to go in with the lashes Charlotte's from La Bella Winks. I talked about these in my favorites video. And to prep my lashes, all I'm going to do is take some of the Monsieur Big from Lancome. It's their new mascara. I'm obsessed with it because of the name, because Monsieur Big is Mr. Big, and Mr. Big from Sex and the City. I loved it as soon as I saw the name of it. So I'm just going to coat my lashes. This is the first time I'm using this. I just got all this stuff. This is supposed to be a like intense volumizing mascara. I'm definitely getting volume. Like, for sure. Yeah, it looks nice. We'll just see if it crusts and flakes all over my eyes during the day. That looks really good. So also while my lashes are drying, I'm just going to work on my lower lash line. Just put all the same colors that I put on the bottom on the top. So I'm first going in with Wake Up Call. And I'm using this Kat Von D Shade Light eye brush. I love this brush for under the lash line. I'm going to take some of Carli Bybel's eyeshadow palette. And I'm actually using a highlighter shade. Just throwing it in there. Mix it with a little bit of the gold. Well, that took forever. So for bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. My favorite of all time bronzer. For blush, I'm going to go into this Little NARS brush. Little NARS blush called Gulu. I don't know. This is a Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered. And for highlight, I'm going to go into my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. I still love this. She's still bomb. And I'm using a Morphe M501. For lip, I'm going in with the Curvy Lip Pencil with Colourpop and I Love Sarai. This is such a nice freaking lip pencil. I definitely have to order another one because I love it. For a gloss, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in the color Supernatural, which is this pretty color right here. Alright guys, so all in all, I feel like everything worked out really well. I have to see how this wears throughout the day, but it looks like skin on my skin. Like it looks super pretty, super natural. My skin still looks glowy and highlighted. It doesn't look too matte or anything. I really like the way these eyeshadows look. I'm not a big glitter person, but I figured it'd be great to have one in my collection, especially for brides. But yeah, the mascara so far I liked. I don't know. We'll see the way everything wears, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed listening to me talk random shit because I'm a hot mess. Please subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one pretty soon. Bye.